Are we live again? Oh my gosh, Simon. What's up, my guy? Everybody come back. Dude, I don't even know if I can talk about the luck I just had on that move right there. My streaming software crashed. You spend all this money on a thousands and thousands of dollars on a computer and your whole setup, and the streaming software crashes, and it's just depressing. But we are back, and also 500 people hanging out in here, and the streaming software crashes. Tell your friends we're back. So back to the topic at hand here. Let me give me one sec, guys. While we repopulate, hang in there for a couple seconds. Also, this song is absolutely banging. Can you guys hear that?
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We're still at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot still trying to flip it out the stove. Rocking fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away.
Here we go, we're back. Tell your friends.
Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause the good die young.
How do you go? How does everything flop that hard, that fast? It's alright, we're getting the vibes back.
Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see.
You want me to talk about Andreas's whip? There may or may not be a whip of... Let me turn this down. There may or may not be a whip of me on this snowmobile that didn't make the cut because it was a little bit aggressive on the new sled. All right, we're talking about sleds again. I gotta turn this down in my headphones because I can't hear myself think at this point. It's been a very exciting day for ROSCO, and the main one of the main reasons that I haven't been posting a lot of stuff is because I've been doing some other work, a lot of more internal stuff, not really internal, but things that you guys will see from LYNX here pretty soon. So actually tomorrow, LYNX YouTube channel, we have a behind the scenes video dropping on the shoot of myself, Andreas, Jason, all riding this new sled this winter when we rode it. So I did a BTS video that they let me do, and then I also have I'm gonna have like a 20-minute like mega vlog that you guys can that that you guys will be able to check out too. That'll go live on Wednesday. So I still have to do some work on that one and get it going, but pretty exciting stuff. Yeah. And also it's great because I also get to make money that way as well when I'm doing projects for LYNX. So my YouTube doesn't quite pay as much as what doing brand work does right now, but I'm going to get back to the roots. So that's really my goal, is to get back to the basics of a lot more YouTube content going forward, now that my schedule is going to somewhat free up in essentially regards to what I want to do on the day to day. Yeah. So I had to mute that all the way out. All right, questions, ask away. What are we thinking here? Yeah, 180 horsepower at 8,000 feet of elevation on a stock snowmobile is really, really cool. So I'll tell you guys a story here. Last year, probably in April or May, I got on a phone call with the engineering team after I'd ridden the sled for a couple months. This past model year 22. And I'm on a call with the engineering team from Finland, and they're like, "Well, we want your feedback." And I gave them my feedback, and I essentially everything that they my feedback was already in the works in this snowmobile. Like this is a lot of Ross's dreams of a snowmobile are like started to get checked off with this sled that we're looking at right now. So it's been a really cool process on that thing. But I'm sure the engineers were just laughing at me when I was like, "Oh, this is what I want." They're like, "Yeah, we already have it all dialed in, bro." Because they've been working on this platform for like probably 3 or 4 years. And it takes a long time for everything to get refined to the point where it's ready for production and all that. So I'm going to be riding the Shredder RE 154 Turbo, the 3900 turboed. That's going to be my go-to sled. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'll get a 165 DS as well, or if I'm just going to have a couple of the 54 REs. Definitely fits my riding a little bit better, but I might go DS. So I'm not sure. To everybody that is coming back into the chat here, thank you so much for being back in. We're not where we were at almost 700 viewers earlier, and then my very expensive computer decided that we're just going to crash your application and send you offline. So ridiculous, but thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, 15-inch wide track. I don't know what ply it is. 974 billion ply. It is a... What they don't say about this is you can get a 3-inch track in the RE DS. So last year, both RE and DS. So last year we didn't have it came with a 2.5 on the 3900 DS. So now you get a 3-inch in the RE. I mean, it's just like there's just so much cool stuff going on. It's crazy. Oh, actually, I want to look at this. I didn't know about this until today. Thanks to an adjustable brake lever, riders can set the level for exactly how to fit their needs. Protected brake fluid reservoir ensures brakes stay protected while rolling over and hitting branches. Oh, they know that I ride the snowmobile. Like, oh my gosh, it's comedy. So yeah, actually, I haven't ridden this brake lever yet, which I'm really excited about it. So we have the reservoir cover out of the box. We have adjustable brake lever. I didn't know about this. There's even surprises for old ROSCO, which is really exciting. Look at that thing. Shredder RE. .46 millimeter Kashima coated shocks. I misspoke earlier. I didn't know. Short tunnel, short snow flap, 3 LED lights. So those lights, I'm actually a huge fan of the lights. What do we think? What do you guys think? You guys like the lights? Do you like the 3 little pods? Do you wish there was just 2 pods? Do you like the way? I mean, what do you think? I love the headlights because low beam are the 2 outside ones, and then high beam the middle one clicks on. So I just run it in high beam all the time because I'm trying to look like Alien versus Predator out there, and I'm hunting. Straight light bar would be sick. Just a 20-inch double row rigid. Is that what we want? Just mounted right in the. I want to customize one. Whoa. Look at this thing. Options. Engine. Can you get a turbo? Okay. In the US, we can only get turbo in the 3900 154. But still, you can get a 3700. Dude, maybe I get a 3700 850 and get absolutely SSX tricky just like Andreas Bergmark. Accessories. Oh, included. Gauge. So sick. Options, engine. Snowmobiles are getting up there in cost. That's the move right there. Thing is nice. Yeah, so side panels are, I didn't get to look at it a ton, but I did, but keep in mind the stuff that I rode was a proto, so like there's still some things that were just getting fine-tuned when I rode this snowmobile. So, but essentially, like the side panel, the way that it on, can I turn this thing around? Okay, so clutch side here, you guys will notice like it literally looks like the clutch is like imprinted in the side panel. It is a 2-piece system. So where the LYNX logo is right up here, it pops off there, and then this side panel, like a bigger portion of it comes off, and that gives you access to your clutch. And that cover is just like right against the clutch, and it essentially is like its own fan system. So it's pulling cool air in and then pushing hot air out. So it keeps the belt nice and cool. It's also just like snugged right up to the clutch, which makes it so much narrower. That's why we're way narrow on the panels. So believe it or not, we're actually narrower on the clutch side. Like that's where they made a lot of the move. And then also the turbo side too. You pull the panel off and the muffler's like in your mouth. Like it's just like right there. So way narrower. Yeah, so you can order the 46, but no turbo. Turbo in the 54 or the 3900, and then also you can get the 65, the 4100 in the Shredder DS. So I think they did a pretty good job of like hitting all the marks of sleds that you're going to want and need, because most of the guys that are going to be sending huge jumps are going to want to ride a 3900. So the RE's there. You can get it turboed, obviously, for the wild childs out there, and like myself. And then if you want to go get it done in the steep and deep, you can go up to the 65 in the 4100. So keep in mind, it is the same platform. So if you want to upgrade your suspension in a DS or put rail stiffeners in it or any of that, you can do that aftermarket as well, because it is the same. So you technically could even bolt different shocks on and stuff. So it's really cool. So, oh, just a reminder, now we're climbing back up. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, head down below this video. It should still be here, even though we're on a different live now. Make sure you go over to the LYNX social channels, drop a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the LYNX YouTube channel, because tomorrow we have a fun video dropping on the new sleds, a behind the scenes look at what goes on at Snowshoot. So all of the stuff that we're seeing now was all shot in a very short period of time by a lot of very hardworking individuals. And I'm involved in that, which is really fun. And I got to shoot some BTS stuff. So that will be coming tomorrow on the LYNX YouTube channel. And then Wednesday, ROSCO is dropping a monster 15 to 20 minute vlog about the BTS stuff as well. So we're gonna have a lot more stuff. I'm gonna be sharing stuff when I got to have conversations with Andreas, myself, and Yanni Tapio talking about the new sled. So lots of cool stuff over the next handful of days as well. Questions. What else you guys got? Dry weight. I don't remember the dry weight. I don't know if it's in the specs right now. We are 30. The RE is 38 pounds lighter than the previous RE, and the Boondocker is 18 pounds lighter than the previous Boondocker. So we're way lighter. Oh, back to the 15-inch wide track. So I was really excited to see the 15-inch wide track come to this sled. I think I was really impressed with it, especially in a 3-inch. It gives us a little bit more track speed. It's narrower. It pivots quicker. So when the sled's on end and it's rotating like this, it's going to have better rotation. And it holds an edge better because it is a full rod track. So essentially what that means, guys, if you guys aren't absolute track, if you aren't nerds about it, there's fiberglass rods in the tracks. That's what gives the track its rigidity from side to side. So when you have a full length, the whole track is rigid. Whereas the flex edge tracks, they weren't full length. So those corners would bend down and have that flex edge feel, which makes the sled easy to ride on the initial, but I feel that it is less predictable and doesn't hold a hard line as well as a stiff track. So having a 15 wide in this thing is sick. It's really exciting. I'm really happy about it. It's what I was asking for. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the old dry weight was. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's a heavier snowmobile. Like the RE, especially the RE, is going to be a little bit heavier because it has the heavier suspension. Our skid is burlier, and also has rail stiffeners. It has a turbo. Like that's heavy as well. So there are things that make that snowmobile a little bit heavier, but we are lighter than we were. So yeah, pretty sick. We do still have storage back under the headlight as well, or above the headlight. That's a pretty nice big compartment there. I will be putting a lower riser on my sled, but other than that, this thing's pretty bomber right out of the box. So And if you guys saw in kind of the launch assets and videos, you may have noticed that it was pretty deep when we were shooting. Like it was full on December riding. I got in there and I hadn't ridden yet, and you just hop on one of these sleds and they're like, all right, go do six stuff. I haven't literally done one turn on a sled and I'm already trying to do like bow ties and hopovers and stuff, and it was deep. So it's cool that I got to ride it in those conditions. It'll be fun to ride it in more setup snow as well, and you know, because it doesn't really matter, we're always just trying to ride our stuff. So James is asking if the tunnel's narrower as well. I don't think the tunnel itself is narrower. It didn't feel narrower. But the running boards are way narrower. So the actual edges of the running boards, like in where you put your feet in the stirrups, are way narrower. There's a top-down picture and you can see. Where's the picture? Oh, right here. Yeah, you can see where your feet go. It's quite a bit narrower. So there's nothing protruding on the sides. I could not tell you why there's not a Turbo 46 in North America. I don't know. Model, like just having to produce and bring other sleds over, shipping, like there's a lot that goes into it. So logistically, you know, bringing models over and stuff. So if you want that 146 turbo, Dan, just keep on asking for it. The team is watching and listening. So see what's going on the LYNX Instagram here. I need this guy to narrate my life. Oh, you guys can't hear it. I need this guy to narrate my life.
Virtually unstoppable crossover sleds. A trail legend. But the question is, have you got what it takes?
Oh, that shot made it in. Hold on. Andreas. Right here. Okay. This shot was crazy to shoot. That's on an FPV drone. And I'm like lining up. So it's not a big jump. Like it's kind of a narrow takeoff. But I line up and the FPV pilot, the first person drone guy, who's an absolute like he's a gangster with it. He's super good. He flies he like flies next to me to gauge my speed. And then as soon as I start to go into the jump, he speeds up, gets in front of me and slows down because he can't see. He has to fly straight and he has a 360 camera on it. And he's flying away from me as I'm jumping at the camera and he's flying away. And it's just like this whole orchestrated thing of like his speed has to be right. I have to maintain my speed. And if you're a jumper, you know that like a lot of times you don't go into the jump at like a consistent speed, especially like shorter, smaller ones. You just like and then kind of like pin it at the end to like get that lift. And so we shot this a bunch of times, and it was cool that it made it in here. So that's my spiel.
We are Lynx. Are you?
What's up?
We already heard this. We already saw this. Dun, dun. We're literally watching actual Lynx. Oh, here we go. This is what we want.
Hello and welcome to Lynx Snowmobiles 2023.
Can you guys hear him?
My name is Hannu Härkönen, Global Product Manager for Lynx. I'm excited to take you through our latest news for the Lynx Deep Snow lineup. Today, we'll explore the 2023 Lynx Shredder DS and Shredder RE.
Daniel, that new gauge will connect with the BRP Go app and show your friends, your navigation friends, and it's also it's gonna update itself. So like you'll be able to update that gauge. So if you buy the new gauge this year, it will get software updates and continue to be able to do more and more as it gets developed, if that makes sense, right? It's kind of like your phone you can software update your phone and get new features. That's how the BRP Go app is going to integrate into the stuff. So if you want to go that route, it's worth it now because it'll continue to get updates.
Means when riders are playing on steep terrain, they can really lean the sled over on its edge without the panels or running boards dragging in the snow.
Is that better? Can you guys hear that?
The tunnel and snow guard have also been trimmed down for less drag. The larger openings on the new running boards provide better snow evacuation in the snow. The tunnel.
Yeah, so here you go right here. This is the that rear tunnel, which is crazy looking, huh? So you see the reinforcement back there, but no rear bumper. Whoa. No, we have shots. We have shot, 100%.
And snow guard have also been trimmed down for less drag. The larger openings on the new running boards provide better snow evacuation and overall grip. And because they are rigid, the sled responds quicker and more precisely to rider input. The 2023 Shredder DS and Shredder RE are the first deep snow sleds from BRP in years to feature a 15-inch track. Riders will enjoy more agility, easier leaning, and quicker response in precise maneuvers. And of course, a slimmer platform also means a lighter sled. By reducing the weight of several components, including the PPS2 DS Plus rear suspension, we've eliminated a bunch of unsprung weight to give riders a really nimble and predictable ride in any conditions. In a nutshell, the new Shredder is truly rigged. There's so much for our passionate deep snow riders to love about just the platform alone. But actually, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've got to talk about what's going to be powering the Shredder DS and
yeah, so the no snow flap on the skid, because that's what essentially like was your rear snow flap. Now it's just a mini snow flap back there in kind of regards to make this snowmobile more and more deep snow oriented. When the previous generation, the Radian platform came out, it was still like more of the evolution of this deep snow skid and like system was still like happening. So now like it has slowly evolved into this now, which makes it just like straight up a deep snow monster. And taking that rear flap out there, you don't have that rear like bracket. You don't have the bracket and there's a little bit of weight that goes back there as well. So yeah, a little lighter, and like I didn't run mine, so just took it off.
Shredder RE. The incredible Rotax 850 E-Tech and 850 E-Tech Turbo R engines. We're so stoked to have the 850 E-Tech Turbo R powering our Lynx snowmobiles. It's the first factory-built two-stroke turbocharged engine of its kind in the industry. And as the industry's most powerful turbo two-stroke, it changes your entire riding experience. Because now, whether you're riding up in the peaks or at the sea level, a full 180 horses are yours to play with. Yeah, you heard me right. The 850 E-Tech Turbo R lets you feel the thunder of 180 horsepower.
Yes!
From sea level right up to 2,400 meters of elevation, without sacrificing any of the
Somebody
throttle
do the math.
response,
What is 2,400 exactly? Is that
handling you
8,000
expect.
feet? Or
And as you ride higher,
probably.
you'll keep
Yeah, it is.
the
I did
55 horsepower advantage over a normally aspirated 850 E-Tech. If you're used to riding a naturally aspirated engine in altitude, then you already know that's not a little
Daniel,
bit more,
I don't think
that's
that the
loads more.
I don't
when
think
you combine
the
the massive weight reduction with the
I don't think the track sacrifices any flotation, in my opinion. What it makes up for in agility and essentially like lift and track speed with a turbo, especially, that's why I like it. So I know we're kind of all over. People have been all over the board on what's better, 15 or 16. I'm a 15-inch wide guy in a rigid track. I think it's the way to go for what I like to do. So it makes that sled quick. It holds an edge better in the harder pack snow later in the spring. It'll cut harder and better. So, yeah, that's my take on it. So that's something I was asking for.
extra horsepower, it results in the best power to weight ratio ever seen on a Lynx. Now believe me, you want to feel that difference on the snow. And we made sure the Radiant 2 platform was specifically designed to handle such enormous power. We've gone to 4 engine mounts to stabilize movement in the drive system, and we've also improved cooling
the
with
sled
the clutch.
does feel smooth.
Together these significantly improve
really
belt life,
smooth.
meaning riders can spend more time out on the snow. Now, as I mentioned earlier, each of these 2 new packages is custom designed for a unique rider and style. Let's see what they have to offer, starting with the Shredder DS. For those riders who love technical deep snow riding, razor sharp lines, and the adrenaline rush of higher speeds, the Shredder DS was built for you. It's fitted with KYB Kashima coated 36mm shocks and is available with 154 and 165-inch track options. Best of all, the ripped new Radiant 2 platform delivers an incredible 9 kilos or 20 pounds of weight reduction on this package, making it an absolute delight to maneuver in more technical terrain. Now, if go big or go home is your motto, then you're gonna love what the new Shredder RE delivers.
That's Andreas and I's motto. Mostly Andreas. I like to hang out with him though.
For the seriously steep and deep, and for flying high, this is truly the ultimate weapon. The staggering 16 kilos or 35-pound weight savings makes it a whole new animal. The Shredder RE is available in 2 track lengths, 154-inch for incredible deep snow capability, and 146-inch for ultimate fun at lower altitudes. It features rail reinforcements and Kashima-coated KYB shock absorbers, 36mm in the front and 46mm in the rear.
There we go. That's the final verdict on the shocks. 46mm in the rear, we're talking piston, and 36 in the front. So, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's big time. And also we have idlers in the front too, as well on the RE, or bogies. So you get some, that'll help a little bit with kind of wear and stuff. In regards to the skis, I like the skis. I don't mind the skis at all. It's a longer, flatter, aggressive ski. It's a wide ski for sure. Like now that I'm used to them, I like them because they're not twitchy and they help that sled like cut across stuff straight. And they also have obviously great flotation because they're like 2 POW skis on the front, like you're at the resort. But it definitely, if you haven't, you have to ride it. You have to give it a couple days. Don't just hop off another model, another brand of sled and be like, the skis aren't the same. Obviously the skis aren't the same, but once you get used to it, and also the way that these snowmobiles, if you set your skid up to how you like it, the way that the snowmobile transfers weight and sits back on that skid, it lightens the skis up quite a bit. So when you need them to bite, they'll bite, but under power, it'll lighten them up, and it's an easy ride. So that's what's cool about it. That's the skid is I'm still learning things about the skid and understanding how it works and like feeling different things as I ride these sleds more and more. But it's kind of like, it's much more like a moto swing arm. So you don't get this like wheelie and then like the skid essentially like locks itself up and kind of slaps you down. This thing just like will keep like pushing. Like you can kind of like get it in that wheelie and just kind of keep it up, if that makes sense. I don't know. You have to feel it to really experience it.
These are the best of the best with a full range of capability for epic jumps and smooth landings. And for our riders outside North America, you'll be excited to learn that LYNX is introducing the industry's first 146-inch with a 2-stroke turbo. That's right, the Shredder RE 3700 is loaded with an 850 EDIC Turbo R engine for a record high fun factor. But just because the Shredder is built for the hardcore rider doesn't mean we've skimped on refinement. The new LED lights are a handsome addition to an already stunning look, and their brightness is second to none. The 3 LED modules light up the polar night like never before, adding confidence.
They're really bright.
Even the darkest
they did a really good job.
And there's now an elegant new 10.25-inch color touchscreen display with next generation BRP Connect. This intuitive, easy-to-use gauge delivers a new level of awareness for riders. It's almost like having a sixth sense. Connecting your phone to this premium gauge is simple and fast. It even has Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can manage all your software updates right from home. And when you pair it with your BRP Go app, you'll be able to manage your navigation better than ever, while seeing more of your map area on the huge customizable screen. Getting the absolute most out of every ride depends on more than just your set though. You want to be sure you have all the best accessories too. LYNX riders pride themselves on the amount of time they spend on the snow every winter. And when the days are short and the darkness seems to last forever, you can never have too much light. Accessories like the folding auxiliary LED light give some extra brightness when you need it. The collapsible feature keeps the light out of the way when not in use and helps protect it when you roll over your sled. Plus, it's plug and play.
I didn't get to ride with that, but it's kind of a cool idea.
Sled's high beam control. That easy-to-use theme can be seen throughout our 2023 accessory lineup. Take the E-Link system here, which simplifies your ride by combining the heated gear cord with your sled's desk cord. There's just one cap in the side panel to remove for installation. You don't need to drill a single hole. When we made the Shredder lighter, we left off everything that's not essential. There's no rear bumper as standard.
Here we go. Listen, everybody listen.
Like the light rear bumper or extreme skid plate is fast and simple, and you don't need to disassemble anything on your snowmobile. The rear bumper can be installed in minutes without drilling into the tunnel. And for those longer rides when you'll need to pack a few extras, the expandable waterproof LYNX Deep Snow Pro Bag is the perfect add-on. Plus, the glove box extension with GPS holder and cell phone holder gives you another option for stashing more gear while also keeping your phone handy. These are just a few examples of how you can customize your LYNX to fit your own style. But there's a whole ecosystem of LYNX accessories to take your experience to the next level. So be sure to visit our website to check out the complete collection for 2023, as well as the full lineup of LYNX snowmobiles. From fierce new models built to tackle the toughest trails and the deepest powder, to the Rotax 850 EDIC Turbo R blasting you up to the top with more power than ever before, it's a great year to embrace the LYNX Sisu spirit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.
Thank you. Anything else epic we need to watch in here? Do you guys want to walk around of the walk around of the crossover sleds? Yeah or nay? Dude, if I wore heated gear, I would die. I would melt in. I would just turn into a ball. I don't think there's a way to get rid of the DESS, Cade. But I don't know why you'd want to. I think it's a good it's like the best tether key system that's on the market, in my opinion. Like, it works good. And you can always go buy another one and then program it to your sled and have a spare. If you knew, I don't know if you knew that, but you can always get another one. The Rave is essentially the same. I think they added a rail stiffener, and it's about the same. So I don't know. Let's just. I'm just gonna let this play and chat with you guys. I'll tell you what, what I've been really impressed with is just like everybody's passion for it. Like at the shoot, and I finally got to meet some of the team from Finland, and we got to like chalk it up and talk about stuff and like really get into it. And one of the coolest things is like Yanni, who he wasn't, I haven't ridden with Yanni, who's the R&D manager, but he's like out testing stuff, and I'm out filming, and then he comes back and he's like telling me all the stuff that he was working on, how excited he is, which is really cool because like they just get it over there, and like the brand is on point. And when I heard that this is what was coming for this year, I was like, I'm more excited now than I was last year, and I was excited last year. So it's cool. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these snowmobiles and ride them. Like put a lot of time into them, but actually I'm lucky enough. I got a lot of content that I can post about them. So you'll just be seeing a lot of stuff on these sleds. That's kind of, like I was saying earlier, why I haven't done a lot this winter content wise, because we've been working on a lot of this stuff, and got a lot of other plans going on. So,
and while it's bold and rugged, riders can also add some refinement and convenience with accessories like the LYNX cord management system.
As far as the BRP screen in compatibility to Polaris's new screen, I don't think there's any compatibility on like looking at riders yet or anything. That'd be really cool if they could manage to somehow put that together and work together on that. As a snowmobile community, we will see what will happen there. So, but what I was talking about on that gauge is it is going to update itself. It is software. It is software driven, so you can update it, get those things. So that gauge will evolve as it gets refined and more features come and all sorts of stuff. But it's pretty cool so far. I haven't gotten to ride with it yet, but I've seen one and got to watch it kind of work. But I haven't like ridden with one on a sled yet. So hopefully very soon.
Because these crossover riders push things to the extreme, they'll get to choose between two hugely powerful engines: the 850 E-Tech 2-stroke or the 900 Ace Turbo R 4-stroke that cranks out a hefty 180 horsepower. The power from each of these engines is so crisp and immediate.
All right.
I'm telling you.
One of my last reminders, guys, Lynx let me do the live watch party, which was absolutely insane. We had almost 700 people in here when we were like kicking, and then my computer decided to drop the software on me, which was sick. Love that. But below this video, there are links to the Lynx social channels. Do me a favor and go click on those real quick. Make sure you're following Lynx on Facebook, Instagram, and then subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as we have some cool videos coming on this YouTube channel that we're watching right now in the future, as well as mine. I've got a lot of cool stuff in the works. We're going to get back to the grind. I've been gone for a while, so trying to get back to the roots. So make sure you go subscribe to that channel, drop a sub on mine, leave a comment, tell them that ROSCO sent you, and I'd really appreciate that. If you do that for me, they will continue to let me do things like this, and we'll get to have more fun and continue to do fun off-brand things like this. So I appreciate it when you guys do that.
Want deep snow capability, but without sacrificing any performance on the trails. And just like the rest of the Lynx Trail lineup for 2023, riders can customize their X-Terrain RE with accessories to match their riding style and their day. The lightweight, waterproof LYNX Trail Pro Bag here is almost as versatile as the sled itself. It expands to hold anywhere from 9 liters all the way up to 30 liters of storage. And because we don't
I should have figured out how to ride this sled at the shoot. I didn't get to ride it, but it was sick. It sounded so cool.
And that's where the LYNX
has that 900 Ace turbo, and then it has 46 millimeter Kashima shocks on it. It's ridiculous.
And into some crazy powder. And that's where our next model comes in. The most hardcore of crossover sleds. The LYNX X-Terrain Brutal. One look and you instantly know there is some serious capability here. In fact, the best way to describe the X-Terrain Brutal is virtually unstoppable. With the 154 by 20 inch
Matt, I use Final Cut Pro on a MacBook Pro.
And it floats effortlessly.
That's how I do all my stuff. And then we're streaming this. I'm streaming this off of a NZXT PC because the PCs handle the stream way better. It's a custom built PC, so it's like part of my battle station, I like to call it. So it allows me to do a live stream like this, allows me to maybe host podcasts in the future, start that back up, all that stuff. So
and up front, the Blade DS Plus key is super precise in any snow conditions. There are lots of other features.
Would you guys like to see a video of how I edit videos, but then also like a live stream of me editing videos? Would you like to see that?
Your sled climbs up and stays on top of the deep snow. The suspension geometry is designed with optimal weight transfer in mind.
I think the Brutal is a very unique snowmobile. Also, did not get to ride it, but seeing what it was doing was pretty crazy. And they kind of jumped it pretty big, which was crazy as well. 20-inch wide track. That's a 2.5-inch lug is crazy.
Engine is at home anywhere on the snow. It's such a unique combination of power, deep snow capability, and handling.
What's up, Phil? 208 Productions in the house.
And you can tailor each of those rides even more with some awesome accessories.
Me and old 208 Productions are going to go do some fun stuff in a couple weeks.
Auxiliary lights, which are perfect
with the new shredder.
Confidence on those dark rides. Of course, storage is always
Morgan, this mic is
go for days on end, and the LYNX Adventure Tunnel Bag is the perfect
the Rode Podcaster Pro.
Multi-link plate that comes standard on the X-Terrain Brutal.
No. Rode Procaster. It's a Procaster.
And customize the configuration of the tunnel to integrate other LYNX accessories. Now, one of my favorite accessories to add to the Brutal is the Glovebox extension with cell phone holder. It offers the perfect amount of storage.
Yeah, speaking of video editing, the absolute legend is in the house.
My phone is protected and easy to see in the cell phone holder. Plus, it's heated, so my phone always works no matter the temperature. And with the BRP Go app on my phone, I can easily navigate, plan rides, and see how far behind my friends are. Well, it's been awesome showing you around some of our LYNX sleds for 2023. Not only will the Rave RE continue to make its way through the trails, but all you crossover riders out there are going to have a blast pushing your ride further and harder on the X-Terrain RE and X-Terrain Brutal.
I'm really excited for you guys to see the behind the scenes video tomorrow because that's all me. I did all the post production on that. I had another shooter help me out, Caleb, at the snow shoot, and then I did all the post, and it's very like, I think you'll notice that I edited it. It has a very like ROSCO vibe to it, and it's what's so cool about it is it's not this level of like craziness, but Morgan, I'm shooting on I shoot on an R5 typically. And then my second shooter up there was shooting on an A7S 3, I think. So Sony, Canon, I don't know. I'll have to, I got to get my editing PC hooked up to this PC so I can show you guys the process. So be fun though. Yeah, did you guys see? Hold on. I gotta get back on the Instagram post in here. Oh, it's gone. No, right here. Look at the sweatshirt. Shredder. I was telling you guys about it. Master Shredder. All right, guys. I'm going to bounce. Thanks for being here. Killed it. You guys are awesome. Make sure you go leave some love on the LYNX channels. I appreciate it. We're going to be back. New video is going to drop on Wednesday morning. Tune in tomorrow to the LYNX YouTube channel for behind the scenes, and I'll see you guys soon. So thanks for being here, and that's all I got. Later. I'm stoked, huh? I'm absolutely fired up. Make sure you use the links in the description of this video because I'm going to track those. So I need you guys to go via those links for me. Thank you so much. All right.